I'm Chris with iPad in Canada. I've got a look at an old classic with a new look. Tetris for iPad. EA has gone ahead and relaunched this app with all the Retina goodness you'd expect for your new iPad. I want to mention, if you have the previous version of Tetris for iPad, it's going to cost you another $7 to upgrade to this one. Yes, EA has pulled the previous version from the App Store and replaced it with this one. Unfortunately, there is no cheap option to upgrade. You either just keep the old one or fork over another $7. Now, I'm not going to get into EA's business practice and if this is right or wrong, but as you can imagine, there are more than a few people who are upset with this. But let's get into what's new with this version and why you might want to pay for it again. Of course, the Retina graphics look amazing, but the game offers a couple of new gameplays as well. The first one is Onetouch, and this is my favorite way to play. In Onetouch, you don't have to spin the blocks and drop them into place. Instead, you see what the next block is, and the game offers you some choices where it can go. You simply tap where you want the block to go, and it snaps into place. Don't like the choices? You can tap the cycle button, and you'll be presented with more. Now, careful, you only can cycle through the different positions a few times. Now, the faster you decide where the block should go, the more points you get. So this game is very similar to the original Tetris, but feels a lot more optimized for touch devices. You can, of course, play the original classic Marathon, where you tap to rotate the blocks and then swipe down to make them fall. What I don't like about this gameplay is there are times when I go to swipe down and it'll register it as a turn. It becomes a mess and frustrating. I've always felt that Tetris just didn't have the same feel on a touch device as it did with, say, the NES or Game Boy. It's one of those games where a physical control with buttons is the best way to play. This is why I love Onetouch mode. It makes Tetris much more touchscreen friendly, and I find it much more enjoyable to sit down and play now. Now, the other new gameplay is Galaxy. The object is to basically get rid of all the lines in as few moves as possible. The goal? To get a 5-star rating on each level. This is based on the Onetouch gameplay again. Along the way, you can use power-ups to help you break down the lines faster and in fewer moves. Now, these power-ups do cost you T-coins. This is a new feature to the game. As you gain points and level up, you get T-coins. These can be used, as I said, to use the power-ups. They can be used to unlock new levels in the games, so basically it's a way to pay to get further in the game faster, much like plenty of other in-app purchases for games. The T-coins can also be used to buy more music themes for the game. Of course, the one I want, the original 8-bit Tetris theme. You can, of course, pay real money to get more T-coins. There are a number of different options. And then you also have the T-Club. It's a monthly subscription that gives you more T-coins for each line you get. So, the new Tetris for iPad does offer a lot of new features for having to rebuy it. For me, the Onetouch mode is worth it alone. I find myself playing Tetris a lot more because of it. Oh, and of course, as I mentioned, the Retina graphics are stunning. For more daily iPad and iPhone news, make sure you check out iPad in Canada and iPhoneincanada.ca, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'm Chris with iPad in Canada. Thanks for watching.